Good morning. It is January 20th, 2026, and we are in the Habits of Health book on page 214, which is 2.3, the catalyst to reaching a healthy weight. And it's about healthy fuelings. And this is actually our third week in this section. So we've already read the sidebar, I believe. So we're going to start on your daily meal plan. So begin each day by having your first fueling within 1 hour, or better yet, 30 minutes after you wake up. Your day should look like this. Your daily meal plan for phase 1 using prepackaged fuelings. So the first fueling, first thing in the morning for breakfast, second fueling mid-morning, third fueling for lunch, fourth fueling afternoon, lean and green at dinner time, and fifth fueling in the evening. So your daily hydration plan. Water plays a key role in supporting health, particularly during weight loss, because it helps remove toxins and other unhealthy substances stored in your fat cells, stored in your visceral fat cells, if you want to be exact. And then, of course, I get sidetracked. Being well hydrated helps all your organs function and your six systems function properly. In fact, every function in your body takes place in water. It's the solvent that moves nutrients, hormones, antibiotics, antibodies, and oxygen through the lymphatic system and removes waste. And of course, it's essential to your kidney's ability to filter and eliminate metabolic byproducts and toxins. If you don't drink enough water, your body is forced to recycle dirty dishwater. Okay, maybe it doesn't say dishwater, but dirty water. So, diminishing the effect of every metabolic function. So, during phase 1 of your weight loss plan, there are even more good reasons to make conscious effort to drink your 8-ounce glasses a day. Here are a few. It's calorie-free, but helps you feel full and satisfied. It keeps you from overeating. Studies have shown that when we feel hunger, some of the times our bodies are actually signaling for water. Dehydration? In fact, they say by the time that you are thirsty, you can be up to 3 hours dehydrated. It shows up as hunger first. It facilitates the removal of toxins such as pesticides, preservatives from your cells. So, it prevents dehydration as your body eliminates excess salt and water from a diet full of too much processed foods. I will say ultra-processed foods. It minimizes or eliminates fatigue, lack of energy, headaches, and unclear thinking. It speeds up metabolism. A recent study showed that drinking 2 8-ounce glasses of cold water increases metabolic rate by 30% for 90 minutes. It helps your liver convert fat to energy. It compensates for the loss of glycogen stores as you lose weight. We will spend much more time talking about the hydration and eating in the hydration macro habit section. So, habits of health and weight management. So there you have it, a very simple method to help you lose weight quickly and safely while introducing you to crucial dietary information, including fueling every 3 hours, eating breakfast, making healthy choices, food choices, eating low glycemic foods, planning your meals, drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Once you have a handle on these habits, you'll have the framework for success, not only for weight loss, but for a lifetime of maintaining your healthy weight and optimal health. Let's read the sidebar. Start using your Lifebook and print off tracking sheets. This is a great way to monitor your progress and help you focus. Avoid exercise for the first 3 weeks, or if you do choose to exercise, reduce your usual amount by half. Okay, so Checklist for change. Before you begin your weight loss plan, make sure you've taken these important first steps. You've created a microenvironment of health by changing your surroundings. See how we are changing our internal environment in part 1.6, you in charge of yourself, setting up for success, and our outer world in part 1.7, optimizing your surroundings, creating your microenvironment of health. You've gone shopping and replaced your pantry and refrigerator with food from all 4 groups on the grocery list. You've purchased and received your Fuelings. For more information on ordering Fuelings, see the resources list in the appendix. You've taken the well-being evaluation in the beginning of your Lifebook and are beginning to write your new healthy story and have started tracking your daily progress using the Lifebook tracking sheets. You are using your Habits of Health app, which is now the Optavia app, to track your Fuelings. Write that. Habits of Health, it's Optavia app. Your Fuelings and daily water consumption. You've created a structural tension chart for your first goal of reaching a healthy weight. For more information, see part 1.2 through 1.5 of this book and reference element 3 of your Lifebook. How do you create what you want as well? You are using your Lifebook and have started journaling, writing, and are regularly recording your daily eating habits. See tracking choices that support optimal weight and health in element 13 of your Lifebook. Track your journey to a healthy weight and beyond. Once you're on the move, here are some tips. Get through your first 3 days successfully. If you need some extra motivation, review part 1.3 to 1.5 on motivation for change. Fundamental choice and the discipline of daily choices. Look at 3x5 card daily with your concrete why you are doing this. Start using Stop, Challenge, and Choose as described in part 1.6 and 1.7. By day 4, you'll enter a mild fat-burning state characterized by lots of energy and the beginning of weight loss. After a week, if you're ready and feel good enough, start slowly increasing your daily activity. Avoid active exertion for the first 3 weeks. How long will I be in phase 1? So now you have your fueling system to start your journey to a healthy weight and optimal health and well-being. So let's get you started. What can you expect moving forward, and how long will you be in phase 1? This primarily depends on how much weight you have to lose and how long you take to lose it, as well as your target BMI. While your weight loss goal can be whatever you determine is healthy for you, there are some guidelines concerning body composition. Generally speaking, if your waist circumference is less than 37 inches for men and 31.5 for women, and your BMI is less than 25, you're ready to transition to a healthy eating phase. In general, you should count on being in the weight loss phase until you meet your goals and are able to maintain them for at least 2 weeks. Here's what to expect. If you've just a small amount of weight to lose, you'll transition to phase 2 fairly quickly. You should read the next section on my healthy low glycemic portion controlled system. In part 2.4 and 2.6 of this book, I also advise that you start progressing through your Lifebook with your coach to help guide you before you begin transition. Part 2.8 of Healthy Eating for Life, your transition to permanent healthy health, because you'll be using much of the information as you learn to eat healthy for life. After that, you'll begin the progressive movement plan outlined in part 2.9 through 2.12 and do the corresponding elements 17 through 19 in your Lifebook. If you have a lot of weight to lose, you'll be in phase 1 for a while. When the time comes and you've reached your healthy weight, part 2.8, Healthy Eating for Life, your transition to permanent health, will teach you about transitioning to phase 2. In the meantime, you should read the part on my healthy low glycemic portion controlled system, part 2.4 through 2.6, because you'll be using much of that information as you learn to eat healthy for life. In addition, once you've settled into fat burning state after the first 3 weeks, you should start the progressive movement plan outlined in part 2.9 through 2.12. At this point, you will be using your Habits of Health, your Optavia app to track your daily progress. In addition, you will be using your Lifebook to lay down the foundational elements that will allow you to master your habits of weight management. You will move into phase 2, at the pace that is right for you. In the next part, I will start teaching you my healthy eating system, which will prepare you for eating healthy for the rest of your days. That way, transition will no longer be a scary time, but instead a time to utilize all you have learned and installed. You should lose weight fairly consistently. However, your weight loss can vary depending on your gender and certain medical conditions that may slow down your weight loss, such as hypothyroidism and polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. What's next? Transitioning to phase 2, healthy eating for life. Our first goal, reaching your healthy weight, is the underlying dynamic that unlock all the possibilities to follow. It's also our signal that you're ready to begin transitioning to phase 2. In phase 1, we've laid the foundation for more efficient energy management system. As you transition to phase 2, we'll boost both your energy intake and your energy expenditure. The thread that connects the phases is the relationship between energy in and energy out. Let's take another look at the energy diagram. Notice that the colored boxes in phase 2 highlight our 3 key focal areas: a healthy body mass index or BMI, increased activity and exercise, green, and increased in caloric intake, red. Here's that diagram. Here's the next diagram that we'll talk about. If we go back to your fat cell, which is the key player in your long-term weight management, we can look at what a healthy fat cell and an effective long-term weight management environment looks like. Habits of healthy eating state. So healthy waistline. So balanced calories, healthy fueling, fuel from food, normal insulin, stable weight. Any excess fuel enters fat cells. And then the fat cells, normal function, and then fuel from fat cells between meals. So you can see on the illustration on phase 2, the healthy eating status that you are about to enter is highlighted by 3 changing conditions. First, as your BMI reaches being less than 25, your waist circumference being less than 37 as a male and 31.5 as a female, and as your body fat approaches a healthy composition, then we know that your fat cells are returning back to their healthy fat level. Second, you are eating from a low sugar, low glycemic index carbohydrates plan, and your insulin level is low. So the fuel you ingest is used for your body's needs, meaning that between fuelings, you have access to any additional energy that is needed and readily available from your fat cells. Third, you're about to start expanding your diet. Let's see. To include fruit, a full selection of vegetables, dairy, grain, and, most importantly, more calories. As you add more calories and expand your food choices beyond the fuelings and your specific lean and green, it will be important to watch how your body responds. First, we want to keep your insulin level normal. How do we do that? First, make sure we are choosing correctly from the glycemic index chart. Low and medium numbers. Remember, stay in the green to stay lean. Second, pay attention to your weight and waist circumference and body fat as you add calories, and by checking your weight and waist circumference daily. Note, you will gain 2 to 5 pounds through transition as your body reestablishes its normal glycogen stores and redistributes water. Remember the extra weight you lose during the first week? So again, in transition, week 1 you usually lose, week 2 you usually week 3 it's a 2 to 5 pound gain, and then week 4 a lot of times you'll lose again, and then you start getting closer to your TEE and maintaining a healthy weight. So third, continue to work on the habits of movement, sleep, and stress reduction. As you can see, they will help keep your insulin level lower. Before you move on to phase 2 and learn how to maintain your new healthy weight, consider the following. Have you identified and started to develop the fundamental habits of health that will help you keep weight off, including proper motivation and choice? Have you reached your goal weight and BMI? Have you read and studied the healthy eating habits in part 2.4 through 2.6? If you've been in phase 1 for more than 3 weeks, have you read part 2.9 through 2.12 on the motion and started your movement program? Are you progressing through your life book? So your life book is a powerful piece that will help you solidify the necessary pieces and elements that will be part of your habits of health for a lifetime. So now you have your fueling system to start your journey to a healthy weight and optimal healthy well-being. The beauty of the Habits of Health transformation system is it allows you to go at your own pace. If you are going to be in phase 1 for a few months using the prepackaged fuelings, as we have described in detail in this part, we have you covered. You can progress through the elements, reinforcing all the key habits of health, habits and elements that support long-term weight management. It isn't until element 13 of your life book, Track Your Journey to a Healthy Weight and Beyond, that we start your transition to phase 2 and beyond. By then, you will have mustered the skills to eat healthy and manage your weight for the rest of your life. So whether you are dialed in to your prepackaged fueling system, getting into a fat burn state, or you are already well on your way to a healthy weight, we are now going to start unpacking my healthy eating system. It will give a simple yet effective way to manage your weight and your eating for the rest of your days. And if you're going to use the system a la carte and learn all of these things necessary to do it on your own, then let's get started. So here's Jean Jeffries. I've lost about 15 pounds already while helping other people to get healthy. So I started Dr. A's program about 4 months ago. The habits of health have just been incredible. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy weight. I've lost about 15 pounds already while also helping other people to get healthy by focusing on my family and friends to encourage them to get healthy and live that optimal lifestyle. The one thing that stuck out with the habits of health is how it really is scientifically based and has been proven to work. I wanted to try it myself so that I could really have something that I could stand behind. After talking to Dr. A and his love for people and wanting to get the world healthy, I really connected with that. It's been a wonderful experience, and I just know that there's so much more to come while I'm also helping others to get healthy. The program has been helping me to move more and make healthier choices and improve my diet. I realize now that I don't have to eat everything that's in front of me, but I have to eat to fuel my body. It's helped me to stay balanced, it's helped my energy, and it's helped me to create a lifestyle that is sustainable for myself and for others. All right, and I guess we will go ahead and stop there since that's a good place to stop.